Pillars of Eternity continues.
What is it?
Alright, folks, here we are back with more Pillars of Eternity outside the Iron Flail Fortress. This guy up here is pissing himself.
Oh, look at here.
Cloak of the Eothesian Priest. Plus 9 will. A letter home. My love, I have enclosed some coins from Stalwart, so that you have proof that I've arrived. You are right, I am colder than a witch's tit. All the more so for being away from you. The kith here are as cold as their land. They do not hate us as the dear Woodens do, but they are mistrustful and proud. The commander has sent for delegates to start negotiations. Perhaps by the time this letter reaches you, you'll have moved into Durgan's battery. Stalwart has no soldiers, only a handful of guards. Ephraim says he went to look at the battery with some scouts, and he did not see anyone posted atop the tower. Without those cannons, they'd be foolish to do anything but surrender. If not, we're sure to knock the fight out of them quickly. The commander says that once the battery is ours, our presence here alone may be enough to make the invaders think twice. Who would face us with the might of the battery at our backs? I write too much of battle, but only to assure you that we are well. I miss you. The mountains are beautiful. I hold hope that you may see them yourself once it is safe for you to join us. I probably killed that guy. Got an anvil. Got some stew pot over here. Hot pitch. Oh no, we don't want to eat that. That's what they dump over the sides of the walls. It's like burning oil and tar that melt the fucking skin off your bones. Eventually I'll go through here and clean up my inventory. Right now I like the messiness of it. So many options. Leaving in 7 days. We got our prisoners. We got our fortress. Back up to par once again. People always breaking our shit down. We gotta fuck up the Iron Flail Commander and investigate the fort. Come on, bring it! I don't like the range of the spells in this game. It makes your wizards get too goddamn close. This bitch is getting beat up bad. No, this one.
What?
Oh, she's up here. My bad. Sorry, love. These war dogs are stronger than the soldiers themselves.
Well?
Exceptional played. A Warlock's Codex and a Red Syrian Prayer Bracelet. Little pigs. The gentle rap elicits a hollow sound. This cask is almost empty.
If you say so. Got it done.
2 deadly boulders. Crush the shit out of someone. That thing's gonna take forever. We gotta kind of just put Durance up in the forefront and let him hope that his little blindness goes off. I don't really care about your grain. Hey yo!
Lava will be unsealed. Like worth and rock.
Go to sleep.
What? Gotcha.
Like my top.
Sounds like she's saying motherfucker every time I hear that. Oh shit, the Dragon Maw shield is awoken. Alright. It is now exceptional with 25% chance to cast Taste of the Hunt on a hitter critical. Which does raw damage and restores endurance. Get it at her, get it. So now we need 150 damage to prone enemies or 750 to enemies. That shouldn't be too difficult.
Well?
And we got a new dog, a war pup. Which we'll go ahead and equip immediately. Yeah, I got that spike collar and everything. Spigot on this cask exudes a thick chemical stench. Nah. Let's go that route. I don't necessarily want our rogue up in the front every time. Let's pull him back. Oh, stop.
This thing isn't doing your
Coming to get you.
This thing isn't doing your job.
Warlock's on my side. Man, we got two of them.
Just like my taught me.
Giving it all to the devil. Sacrificing to the devil.
Leave it to me.
Yeah, she's right. Keep hitting.
That's not very helpful.
Just like Mama taught me.
What is it?
Archer Coif. New helm. More codex. Ooh, the Iron Flail Champion helm. It's pretty cool, but no magic on it, so not really interested. I'm pretty sure these are going to all have the same spells.
What is it?
Burst of Summer Flame. Burn damage to anyone in the area of effect. I just saw there was an achievement on this to beat the entire game with only resting under 10 times. 10 or less, I guess. Feels like you would just want to take the most direct path and skip
What is it?
every side quest possible. Not to mention playing on easy. You can see the water's dark surface not far below. Whatever.
Not even slowing it down!
Yes?
Wipe those off of her back.
That ain't gonna work.
Not even slowing it down!
Give him to the devil!
What is it?
Two damage. 8 damage. I don't know if the residual or the damage over time counts toward that. I'm very curious to see what happens with this dagger. I haven't looked it up because I want the surprise to be legit. But I am curious. Holy shit, we're only at 286 out of 1500. Need to keep on. Need to keep on keeping on. Give her as much damage as possible.
What is it?
The cots have been recently washed. The dirt and mud beneath them is flecked with darker stains. That's because they shit themselves when they saw me coming.
Of course.
It's a big camp. We do have quite a bit of it cleared. There's the commander's post. Obviously, we'll save that for last.
Yeah.
A voturist.
As you wish.
I mean, the dev, she still cuts through them pretty quick. motherfucker! Testing my motherfucker! Where's my strength spell? That'll help. Why didn't I think of that before? Perfect fucking timing, thank you. Yeah, these are all identical. We'll sell them for copper.
Yes.
Ooh, there's another dark chocolate cookie.
Right here.
Oh shit!
I'll let Margaret's fight.
Oh, I turned their AI off. Sorry, guys. Here we go. Whoa, whoa, not hers. I couldn't save that guy in time. Simple meal of meat and carrots, boiled into a soupy mixture. A few enterprising individuals have carved crude figures into the wooden logs of the latrine.
Yes. Hey, what?
Hey! Dozing guard.
Well, hey!
That's all you, D.
No murder. That ain't no work. Gotcha. Ah! Just like Mama taught me. Gotta try something else.
How about Fuck him out. Alright, let's see how slow this is going up here. Oh, okay, not too bad. If I did 500, we just need to keep focus fucking the Devil of Karok on certain enemies.
As you wish.
Giving her her own little taste of battle. The trebuchet is disassembled but intact. That is a giant rock throwing catapult type thing. Ooh. Ooh.
Right here.
Ooh. Maybe she can get all of them.
Moeth Ixiana.
The fuck?
That ain't gonna work. That ain't gonna work.
Hang on.
That ain't gonna work.
Okay, they're dying.
Just like Mama taught me. Yeah.
Well, this is free hits for us.
Do no murdering like this. Just like Mama. Do no murdering like this. I'm going.
No! Oh well, gives her all her shit back. Jesus. Unleash fury. Guy just bleeds to death. Keep attacking him.
That ain't gonna work.
Damn right, we'll kill them in their sleep. It's evil as shit.
Well,
These cots have been recently washed. They look just like the cots you searched earlier. Ooh. Well, we'll take one of those, and we'll probably rest before we go into the commander's den. Which is gonna be, now. Sweet. All right, let's go check out these stairs real
Yes.
quick too. Fantastic. That's what I've always wanted. We're here to pay the commander a little visit. We are not happy with his fucking shenanigans. And I'm gonna kick him directly in the ballsack.
please listen. Stay a while and listen.
Enough! I've had my fill of... What's this? What? Of course. Those cowards could never have taken the cannons on their own.
You notice a grate at the commander's feet, set over what appears to be a pit. A smattering of anxious cries rises from the cell as the commander steps forward.
Was this just a distraction?
The commander glares down at the grate, face reddening.
A diversion while the rest of them went crawling to you for assistance?
Your men are weak little bitches!
Devil! They were each of them twice your worth. You'll pay dearly for...
Derek's words die in his throat as an expression frozen mid-snarl. It isn't clear what's happened, not until you start to feel it too. Unbidden, your senses drift as if you had reached out toward a source of essence. You feel an ache in your chesticle, an almost painful sensation of being pulled forward. A sudden wave of memories floods your mind, clear as the day they formed. You see Alderman's campsite, ravaged by the Biwak and halls of Kadnua. In the caverns beneath the keep, the stone around you bellows warnings in a dead language. Deeper still, a fanged maw parts like a wound in the world. The images wash over you, tracing lives and emotions from 100 different times and places. Not all are your own. Slowly you become aware of the sensation of being watched. You direct your senses, tracing the invasion to its source. Derek. Conviction burns through him, bright as a brazier. For an instant, you share in his emotion, and the sourceless desperation rattles about your skull. Absent context, the fragments of memory you see are just images. A small house across a field of vibrant purple flowers, a sea of armored kith and flapping banners, waiting on your command. There's an uncomfortable moment where you feel your twinned awareness turning in on itself, and then the connection is severed. Derek looks startled, his face ashen. You're a watcher?
You sure he's not just a weirdo with an empty stare? I get those confused a lot.
That's not...
Derek glances around the room, his face coloring.
That's not known to many. Not past these walls. Why have you come? Why now?
I see dead people too! Think I'm gonna kill this bastard. You see souls like I do?
Yes, I see them. Your butcher's work clings to you.
You're ashamed. Why?
It's hardly something to be proud of. Look to your own sins, Watcher. I'll not share mine.
Are you as tired of listening to dead people as I am?
You add to their number by the day.
I do.
Does it not strike you as a fitting punishment?
I thought all other watchers were mad.
That wouldn't bode well for you, would it?
Derek's tone is irritable, but he watches you with a wary interest.
I've a firm grip on my senses, whatever you believe. The Watcher's curse is many things, but if it promised madness, I would not have taken command of the Iron Flail. The memories I saw, some of them couldn't have belonged to you. You're awakened, aren't you?
Do you know of a cure? He stares at you. Eventually, he gives a slight shake of the head.
It seems a terrible thing to be awakened and a Watcher both. I'm sorry.
Are you also awakened?
No, of course not. Yes, we were in the middle of something, I believe.
What did these people do to make you throw him in a pit?
Stalwart sent delegates to discuss terms of peace. I offered them the opportunity. I was generous.
He paces a few steps before he gets a hold of himself.
But Stalwart sent soothsayers, not diplomats, to frighten us with stories of the moon going dark, the earth shaking.
It's true. It's all true. The waves will swallow us all. A shrill voice suddenly rises up from the pit. Derek stomps down angrily on the bars, drowning her out. What do you want with Stalwart, anyways?
With a village of fishermen, nothing. But they cling fiercely to the forge you gave them.
That's my forge now, bitch!
Some of the men are here for gold and good steel, and I promised them their share. But I came for cannons.
Those are my cannons, too!
With the battery's cannons, we can hold the pass. Rayed Saris has suffered enough. Its sons and daughters have nothing.
He looks at Eder, jaw working.
We won't survive an attack from the Deerwood when it comes. Not unless we act. There is an army coming. I've seen it. Pouring down from the mountain. It will crush Stalwart and come for Rayed Saris. The Iron Flail will be the wall that safeguards my homeland from the worst these fire worshippers can bring to bear.
If the Deerwood does attack, you brought it upon yourself.
And we have paid for it.
His voice takes on a ragged edge.
What we have lost. We have been abandoned. If there is ever to be a better land for our children, it will take the whole of our lives.
Jaren mentioned you had a vision.
Let the fools at Stalwart mock me all they wish. I know what I saw. If they had seen the same, they'd understand. I warn you, if you think to taunt me, Watcher.
I had a vision too. In mine I saw Kadnua reduced to rubble by an army that shook the earth. Dow creases at Derek's brow. His men exchanged looks, waiting tensely for orders.
Why would they turn on their own? No. You're trying to trick me. This is all another distraction.
If we fight, you die here. What good are you to Red Sayers then?
If I were afraid to die, I wouldn't have come. The Iron Flail will outlive me.
I remember thunder and 100 eyes gazing back at me. Any of that sound familiar?
The thunder followed me to the temple at Dawn's Reach, and the earth split beneath our feet.
If you're determined to fight, so be it.
Cut him down, men. We'll send his head back to Stalwart.
Fuck this guy. Fuck him right in the ear. Is there a way to change that around or what? God damn it.
Miss.
Just like Mama taught me. That ain't gonna work.
Sounds like she's taking a shit.
How may I help?
Is it over? Please let us out. Luglug was granted Sever the Soul. Commander has the key. Good of the Oats and Constitution. I don't even know that we need that belt. Shitty Warlock Codex. Steadfast, the soul-bound, one-handed sword. It's a single-edged back sword with a recurve guard and a wire-wrapped grip. Though not especially fancy, the crafter's skill is readily apparent to any who hold the weapons in their hand. It's probably a good defensive weapon, so we want to try that out on Eder. We also found some magical armor. The Black Warden's breast. Mathafet was discovered slumbering in the Egwethan Rune, deep in the heart of Irglanthath. She was a great worm, a subterranean animal rarely seen by Kith. Nearly all of her body was burrowed in dirt. Beyond the walls of the ruins, so the Deerwooden looters that provoked her were more than a little shocked to see when she emerged. She was perhaps 3 times the height of a person and 30 times as long. The initial group of looters escaped with their lives and returned with large hunting parties aimed at slaying her, for the runes she took over were the home of one of the finest collections of relics yet found in Irglanthath. But Mathafet killed those hunters by the score. Her body was coated in an acidic mucus that devoured weapons before they could pierce her flesh. And she vomited bile upon her attackers that burned away flesh and bone alike, leaving no trace of them for future looters to find. Her reign there ended when the hounds of Gallowin were paid a vast sum to see her destroyed. They sent one woman, Silana Films, whose stature was such that few questioned her going in alone. She ordered built a set of custom weapons and armor, including this breastplate, which was blackened to resist the monster's corrosive bile. She entered the ruins to find Mathafet, and had died sometime in the last month, and the smell was so overpowering that it knocked her unconscious for hours. When she emerged from the ruins unscathed in her black armor, she was nicknamed the Black Warden, before she could even recount the tale. So much did she like the nickname that she happily bent the truth in order to keep it. The smell did not leave the armor until well after Silana's death, and it has seen very little wear as a result. But it's good against corrosive bastards. It's only exceptional. Does have the friendly aura, which is nice, but it's accuracy against beast only. We'll free the people. And then kill them.
Oh, thank you. I thought we'd never get out of here.
Trust me, I wasn't here for you.
Oh, well, all the same, we owe you our lives. Albin blessed your blade. I thought that madman would kill us all.
Commander wasn't the problem. One of the delegates points an accusing finger at another, a woman standing apart from the rest. We might have come to terms if she hadn't goaded him, shouting at him about omens and curses, demanding he leave the march. You know how superstitious the Red Sarens are. The commander went white as sheet.
Well, now he's dead as sheet.
She sabotaged the meeting. The woman in question is dressed in unassuming robes. She bears the accusation silently, her eyes closed as if in prayer.
Who are you?
With desperate speed, the woman suddenly lunges sidelong towards a nearby rack and seizes a dagger lying there. She sets the blade to her own throat.
Go for it. I care not.
Unseen to all but yourself, the dying woman's soul essence coils in a thin wisp about her body. It grows brighter as her corpse stills. The remaining delegates stare in horror at the pooling blood. What the fuck just happened?
Damn it! No, we'll never get an answer out of that bitch.
You reach out and brace against the sudden flare of pain and fear digging after less recent events. There's a copper taste in your mouth and the pain like fire in your throat. Under the brute terror of death, you find a comforting thread of resolve, satisfaction in the duty fulfilled. You follow it. It leads you stumbling into another memory, as whole and vivid as the first. You walk the dark halls of an abbey, dimly lit and quiet, your footsteps loud. A blur, and you're standing in a dimly lit room, facing a robed Amoa. You recognize him as Kyoto, the High Abbot. He beckons you forward. You're in a wide, rounded chamber. The tiles beneath your feet are covered in strange, curling symbols. You recognize them as the symbols of Andra, goddess of sea and memory. The The memory blurs when your sight is clear. You are standing in front of Kyoto, and he is smiling gently down at you.
Drive the raid series from these mountains, and you may yet spare many lives. The Tidebringer will be here in a week's time. Should you be delayed in your travels, report to him as you would to me. He will enter the reliquary and call off the army of Eyeless in my stead. If you are caught, sister, you know what you must do. I will pray for your return, but we will take comfort in the knowledge that you have joined the rest of Andra's favored in her keeping.
The words draw you loose from the memory, flinging you back into the moment of the woman's death and then into your own skin. But the traces of her memory join yours. You know the path to the abbey to which she was returned, buried in the mountains to the north.
Is that name, Eyeless, familiar to anyone?
To Eyeless, they're a figure of speech when you can't remember something. You say, it must be the Eyeless took it from me.
Yes, there's a story to it. They're supposed to do the bidding of the Lady of Lament. Andra points out and they come, out of nowhere, wipe things from the face of the world. That's why whenever something up and goes missing or gets destroyed with no one to see it, you're supposed to thank Andra that the Eyeless didn't come for you too. Do you know Kyoto?
Kyoto? Oh yes, she came through the town some time back. Stopped by at the Temple of Stalwart. This is just after the town decided to rededicate it to Abaddon. He didn't seem too pleased about it. He was dressed like a priest. Maybe he took offense. He's a Namua like you, and very polite considering he's apparently the leader of some fanatical sect. I think it's clear we haven't been the best judges of character recently.
Do any of you know what the Tidebringer is?
Tidebringer? That's something they used to talk about at the Temple of Andra, I think. It's a person, a title, I mean. Tends to be used in more, devout circles.
What about the Eyeless?
The Eyeless are a figure of speech for when you can't remember something.
Okay, we already went over this. What about this abbey to the north?
I've heard of something like that, an Andrite stronghold, not the kind of place that welcomes visitors. Is that where she came from? The delegate points to the dead woman.
Yeah, and it's where I'll find my reliquary, so I can call off their army.
What, another one? Gods, it feels like everyone in Eora is after the battery now. Why would these Andrites want their Syrians out? I doubt it's for the Stalwart's benefits. Competition, maybe.
Who needs a reason?
If you do mean to go to this abbey, be careful. There have been stories about traders wandering north and getting scared off or killed by strange gods. They're a secretive bunch. I suppose you could always try to sneak in. I doubt you'll be welcome otherwise.
I doubt I care.
It sounds like the Tidebringer would be. Welcome, I mean.
Time to crack some skulls!
Well, you'll get your fill of fighting, I'm sure. A sudden, deafening crash from outside makes the delegates jump, startled. A rumbling like thunder follows. You hear further sounds of smashing timbers, panic screaming. Oh no, what's happening? I thought you took care of the soldiers.
Out of my way, I have more fighting to do.
Yes, well, we'll wait here, inside.
Well?
Who's got louder footsteps than Lug Lug? Holy shit! Perhaps you should shut the fuck up and get ready for combat. Durance! Staffy time!
They haven't seen it. Yet.
Eyeless Hammer.
Yes?
Look, get the fuck up, dude. Oh, that's Eder that's down for the count. Knock that guy down, fuck him. We're gonna start working on this other prick.
That ain't gonna work.
This thing isn't doing the job.
That's all she wrote for the big boys. With the last Megafolk falls, the tide of essence sweeps through the ether. It washes over you and you find yourself in the memories of the eyeless. The hulking creatures surround you, their sinew-wrapped skeletons clanking and screeching in the semi-darkness. Their bodies fill the air with tang of metal and the musk of sweat. The cavern in which you stand, it looks like a cavern anyways, glows with a dim ambient light. Steel flashes as the eyeless shift and stir. They stamp their feet and groan in rasping metallic voices. Their restless energy prickles at the back of your neck. And in the echoing rumble you hear something familiar. It's the pounding noise from your dream, the harbinger of a terrible army. Oops! You push past the lumbering eyeless and cling to the wilted shreds of the vision. I accidentally double-clicked there, sorry. The light up ahead is blinding after the dark of the cave. You rush toward it even as it fades into a pale blur. You can't see where you are, but you hear a cold wind whistling through the gap and feel a spray of moisture stinging your cheeks. The vision ends, returning you to the frozen and blood-churned mud of the fort.
These abominations stink of a god's cowardice.
Hey.
Yes.
Alright, gonna be wrapping up this episode soon, folks, but it's been one hell of an episode. The Iron Flail Fortress.
As you wish.
These pussies take off? Wow.
Oh no, here they are, cowering. What are those things? I don't know, but we got stuff to search. Heyo. We don't need to get in there. Just checking, seeing if there's anything else. Now we must go to the Abbey of the Fallen Moon. The fuck is this guy, man? Hey, you can have the whole place to yourself, bud. Enjoy. We fucked it up. Abbey of the Fallen Moon. Let's head there. A dwarf clothed in but a few straps of fur puffs up his bared chest with every drag from his pipe. Come a long way to get some air, have you? What are you doing here? Enjoying the fine weather just a bit longer? He smiles, letting a cloud of smoke and frosted breath escape through his teeth. My mistress had business with the Andrites. We'll be off soon as she's done at the Abbey. Meantime, I was told to stay put. They don't want any outsiders meandering about. She already put some kind of hex on me. Says I won't even remember any of this, but the copper's worth it. She says I'll wake up at home with a full coin purse. Opposite of most of my mornings, so that's a certain appeal. Tell me about your mistress. She hot? Which one? A reddening print blooms on his skin. Wish she were the phone kind. She's a gift bearer. Paid me well to guard her on the journey, though. I'm looking to get inside. My mistress, are you now? No, the Abbey. He pulls the pipe away from his clenched teeth and points it, its long stem, to the path ahead. Far as I know, straight that way. The middle path on the right with the ruined arch. They let you in, of course. Andrites are not too friendly, but to their own.
My mistress went through the archway, spoke to some guards there, then headed on. He bites down on his pipe with a sour expression. They got eyes on the other paths, cast me dirty looks from afar when they passed this way. If I'd stand here in plain view, it'd had some grand design of sneaking into that blazing church. And what's an abbey got worth hiding anyways? Monks? He grunts and shakes his head and mutters something about if he were younger. If I were younger, I'd bang those monks. Do you know of any other ways in the abbey? No, but it's an abbey, not a fortress. You can bet it's got holes. Like any fat old monster. Supply passage, escape routes. He shrugs if it were a matter of course. I'd be lying if I said I never explored one and invited when I was too young to know better. Helped myself to its relics. Let's just say it was a certain war goddess has her way. I'd be living my next life as a dung roll bug. Why are you helping me? You got a look about you. Look like you need it. And maybe there's something I don't like about this place, like it's hiding something. My younger days, it'd be me going in there. Farewell. Till we'll meet again. Any luck, my mistress will return soon. Hope you find what you're looking for. Alright, folks, and we're going to call it quits for now here. Stay tuned for more Pillars of Eternity. The White March 2 expansion coming to a close.